Fonzie, how's it going, man?
That will be me, Daddy. It's going damn great, baby. We just got the big news. The next pay-per-views in L.A. Tickets just went on sale 3 hours ago. Over 5,000 tickets sold in 3 hours. That place is going to be red hot, Daddy. We're talking about a big, big pay-per-view.
Fonzie, I think everybody already knows that. You guys are also
I'm so excited. I just can't wait to get out to L.A., Daddy. Yeah. I'm going to mingle with Sylvester Stallone, all the big movie stars, Rob Van Dam.
Oh, boy. Fonzie, you guys are also going to be coming up to Canada pretty soon.
I heard that we are headed that way. I think we're going to do a Buffalo shot and a Toronto shot or somewhere around in there.
You guys are going to be coming to Toronto at the Hershey Center in Mississauga sometime in September. Now, can you maybe give us some...
that'd be great. I've been up there for a couple of different companies. Actually, I'm in Boston right now, and they're just doing a sound check. Can you guys hear the music?
No, I can't pick it up, man.
Okay, I'm going to walk outside. Keep talking to me, Daddy. I'm with you, my brother.
Fonzie, can you give us some insight as to what we can expect to go down at a live ECW event?
At a live ECW event?
Yeah, for the benefit of those. We're in Canada, man. Not many people have been to one of those.
Brother, you ain't seen nothing like it. You guys are going to be thrilled. You're going to get your money's worth, especially when you see the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. He's just worth the price of admission all by himself. Well, what you're going to see is some very good hardcore entertainment. You're going to see people getting slammed through tables. You're going to be seeing blood, guts, sex, tits, ass, the whole 9 yards, Daddy. We are a traveling hardcore freak show, baby. ECW is on the map, and we're on the map strong.
Fonzie, ECW is a company that's grown at a very rapid pace in a relatively short period of time in comparison to WWF and WCW. Now, as of late, ECW's lost tons of talent from, you guys have lost the Dudley Boys, Mike Awesome, Taz, Lance Storm, and the list really does go on and on. How is it you guys are surviving so well?
Well, ECW, we don't put all our stars in one basket. You know what I mean? ECW is the ECW itself. Like when we lost the Sandman to WCW, nobody, of course, everybody missed them, but the company thrived without them. We lost Taz, WWF, company missed them, but you know what I mean? We survived without them. We lost the Dudley Boys, but we made all those guys. We made the Sandman. We made the Sandman the star that it is today. ECW made Taz. Taz was nobody until they hooked up with Bill Alphonso. Actually, we kind of made each other. We were pretty good for each other, and so we're surviving. We're doing good. We're not a big multi-million, billion-dollar corporation like Ted Turner. He gave away $1 billion to charity. You know what I mean? We don't got that kind of bread, and we don't got big corporate sponsors like that. So we're busting our ass and giving people more than anybody else does for the ticket price that you pay. You're gonna walk out of an ECW show saying, I can't wait till the next show, Daddy. I love that thing. And I love Bill Alphonso. Now, how the hell does Rob Van Dam do that?
Fonzie, there's another name that I wanted to throw out at you that we haven't seen on television for quite some time. That would be another guy you used to manage, Sabu. Now, can you maybe give us some insight as to...
Well, I'm kind of on a gag order with that.
Okay.
But Sabu's doing a lot of stuff. He's going back and forth to Japan. He's working for a few independent groups in the United States and they can meet his demands. He's a high-dollar, high-profile, high-risk wrestler. So if you can get him, it's a miracle. But he isn't cheap, and Sabu's actually doing very well. I talk to him about every 2 or 3 days.
Can you tell me maybe how you first hooked up with two of the top names in the biz, like RVD and Sabu in the first place?
Well, after 22 years of extensive study in the business, of course, I'm going to hook up. I was the most talented referee ever in the history of the business. That's not what I say. That's what everybody else says. And it was an easy transaction for me to go into management. And because I was custom-made for the job, I spent 22 years of my life on the road studying and working in this industry. And Paul Heyman gave me the opportunity, and I just exploded. I was the hottest thing ECW had at the time. And I fit real good, and I hooked up with Taz. Taz was Monkey Boy or Planet of the Ape guy or whoever the hell he was. Then we put the Taz thing on him. We brought him out of his shell. He helped me. I helped him. And then I hooked up with the most two talented guys because I like to hang around big, high-profile stuff that it just makes me look better.
Now, Fonzie, as I understand it, you were even a part of WCW yourself at one point in your career. Now, how did you yourself get all started up in pro wrestling?
Well, I was a big fan just like you are. When I was a kid, I was 12 years old and went to my first pro wrestling match, and it was Eddie Grant with blonde hair and Johnny Valentine and the Great Malenko and those guys like that. If you guys don't remember them, those are big stars back in those days. And I wanted to be just like them. I fell in love with it today. I walked in that arena and saw these two guys lock up and beat each other up. I said, wow, that is too cool, Daddy. So I wanted to do it, but I grew up to be about 55 soaking wet. So the closest thing I could get involved in the ring was refereeing, and I wiggled my way into that. And 22 years later, I'm still on top. And also, I'm the longest ranging active personality in the business today. I've been in the ring more times than Hulk Hogan. I've been in the ring more times than Ric Flair. I've been in the ring more times than anybody else on television today. Anybody. You name one guy, and I've outdone them. Because like Ric Flair wrestled once a night. When I was refereeing, I was refereeing 3 or 4 matches a night. So I refereed, we figured it out one night. It was like well over 13,000 matches.
So now, seeing as how things are today, would you ever consider going back to refereeing, or because you're so over with ECW's fan base, is that even an option, man?
I would never say no, because I made a very good living at refereeing, and I was the best at what I did. And of course, I can go back and be the best referee. And I would consider it if the money was right. But I'm very happy with Rob Van Dam. I just signed a big contract with ECW, and I'm staying here for a while, and I really like this company, and I plan to retire here. And when I say retire, that's to retire out of the ring, and I'm going to be an active an executive assistant producer of the show, which I'm learning all the ropes and doing that right now, and I like that a lot. So my home is going to be in ECW for the rest of my career.
You know, I remember.
If they want to make Bill Alphonso referee, they can do that. If they want to pay me 6 figures a year, I'll do anything they want.
Fonzie,
especially if I entertain new people.
Fonzie, what's the deal with the whistle of yours, man? How'd that all get started?
Well, that was Paul Heyman, who owns and who was executive producer of the show, and he thought it would be better than a tennis racket, better than this, better than that. He said nobody has a whistle. And in fact, I really didn't like it. So the first night he said, Fonzie, here's your new deal. I said, and I said, what, a whistle? And I blew it a little bit the first night. And he said, no, really blow that whistle, Fonzie, blow that whistle. So the next week I forgot it on purpose. He said, hey, where's your whistle? I said, oh, I forgot it. You forgot it? That's your gimmick. Are you crazy? And now I go nowhere without my whistle. I wake my daughter up in the morning, blow my whistle. I blow my whistle all day long. Everywhere I go, I blow my whistle. And if they don't know who Bill Alphonso is, they know, oh, that's the guy from ECW who blows the whistle. So it's been a good identification piece for me. So people can relate to, actually it annoys people, but now people have been begging me to blow it. Hey, Fonzie, blow your whistle, Daddy, blow your whistle. So, you know what I mean? That's how that kind of got started, and now I like it. I've got several different plaques from 7 different associations, like the magazines and the wrestling magazine people and the internet people. They've all given me, like, go play the whistle with my name on it. So I got like 30 or 40 whistles that people have given me, and in appreciation of my hard work.
Fonzie, it's been a real pleasure, man. I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else?
And I want you guys to check something out.
All right.
If you want to see, there's a tape that ECW sells. You know, they sell their tapes. It's called As Good as It Gets. It's man versus woman. And this is not me talking. This is the people that own ECW said it was the most intense 10 minutes in ECW history.
Really?
That's when I fought Beulah.
It's crazier than Born to be Wired.
It was that was a hardcore, crazy match. But this was man versus woman, and in ECW.
Oh,
So
boy.
we had to live up to a big expectation, and we did it, and we blew it away, and it was the most intense 10 minutes in ECW history. I mean, of course, there had been more hardcore matches. I mean, are you kidding me? Born to Be Wired was an outstanding, just unbelievable stuff that they did, but that was 2 men. Now, man versus woman, that's unusual, especially in ECW.
For sure.
And we really took it up a notch, and we outperformed, and we outdid ourselves, and almost bled to death. And it was just very, very exciting, and it excelled me up quite a bit.
Fonzie, you got...
Hey, don't cut me off now, Daddy. You've been calling me all week, baby.
We got to get going, man. Is there anything else you want to say to Canada before I let you go?
No, I just want to say when I go to Canada, I enjoy. I'm looking very much forward to heading back there. You people are great, eh? And I get Cuban cigars. I'm Cuban descent. I'm an American, but my family's Cuban descent. So I pick up Cuban cigars there. I love you guys' food. Toronto's fantastic. You guys got great-looking women. I love those good-looking women there. You got great fan people. You got a good fan base. People are really into wrestling. I worked for WWF in Maple Leaf Gardens. I worked for Jim Crockett in Maple Leaf Gardens and Jack Tunney and Frank Tunney and those guys years ago. I'm talking about the early 80s. And I loved it back then, and I'm going to love it now more that I'm walking into Canada proud with my ECW company.
Thanks a lot, Fonzie.
Hey, it's been my pleasure, Daddy. You call me anytime. If you get any good feedback over this promo, you call me, and I'll be on anytime you want, Daddy.